Question 2. A curve C has equation y equals x squared subtract 2x subtract 24 root x. It wants us first of all to find dy by dx and d2y by dx squared, so the second derivative. We also then need to verify that it has a stationary point, so verify, which means you can just sub numbers in, and determine the nature of the stationary point. So this is all differentiation. So first of all, I'm just going to rewrite it. So y equals x squared subtract 2x subtract 24x to the power of a half. So part A. So we differentiate this. So x squared will differentiate to 2x. Negative 2x will differentiate to negative 2. And multiply by the power, so we're going to get negative 12x. Now subtract 1 from a half. Get to the power of negative half. Now in part II, second part, we need to differentiate this again. So the second derivative will be just differentiating what we had from part I. So 2x becomes 2. Negative 2 will disappear because it's a constant. And so we're going to do negative 12 multiplied by negative a half, so you get positive 6. Negative a half subtract 1 is negative 3 over 2. And so that's our answer to part A. In part B, we need to verify that the curve has a stationary point at x equals 4. So let's remind ourselves. So a stationary point, that implies that dy by dx is equal to 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to sub x equals 4 into our dy by dx. So at x equals 4, dy by dx is going to equal 2 multiplied by 4, subtract 2, minus 12, 4 to the power of negative half. And so we can use a calculator. 8 minus 2, 4 to the power of negative a half is 1 over the square root of 4, which is a half, times 12 is 6. We get negative 6. We get 0. So we found dy by dx is 0, so this implies stationary point at x equals 4. So in part C, we need to determine the nature of the stationary point. So we're going to use our second derivative to do that. So d2y by dx squared is equal to 2 plus 6x to the power of negative 3 over 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to sub x is 4 in here. So x equals 4. Our second derivative is equal to 2 plus 6 lots of 4 to the power of negative 3 over 2. And that's going to simplify to, so 4 to the power of negative 3 over 2. So 4 to the power of 3 over 2. So square root of 4 cubed, so 8. This will be 1 over 8. So this makes 6 over 8, which is 3/4. 2 plus 3/4 is equal to 11 over 4. And the good news is it's a calculator exam, so you can double check that. The key thing is that 11 over 4 is positive. So it's a positive number. So because the second derivative is positive at x equals 4, this implies that our stationary point is a minimum. And that's our answer to part C.